Oh, hey, Minecrafters. It's just me here, the boring one, the guy whose channel this is. Okay, so this is our Sphinx. It's unfinished. Oh yeah, there's a video showing how we made this. So, the objective of this room or this open area is it's going to be the creation station. Over here will be where we make the loom, whatever they call this. On the other side, it'll be a brewing station. Alright. This is the cloning station. This is where it's literally what it sounds like. So the pick block trick works. It still works. So we're using, I decided we're going to use this to, yeah. So I started wondering, since red sand is easily the most limited resource in our game world, unless we rewrite the edges and it spawns more somewhere. We've only found one location where red sand spawns in. I don't have the high energy that most the Minecraft YouTubers have because of life. Now the pick block thing works. Oops. It's always gotta be top left corner, L1 pick block. I don't know if it works. Like yeah. I don't know if it works with R1. Let's see. Yeah, it does. Just basically you swipe, you move your inventory, and then yeah. So yeah, move like slide on your hotbar and hit pick block at the same time. So they'll end up side by side depending on which button you hit. So in the short clip before this, what I've learned is you can still move up and down the hotbar, but you cannot. If you open the crafting menu or the inventory menu, the ghost block will disappear. Now I can, as you saw, I can do this all day. I can do that. That's not a problem. I don't play in creative. But this, on the other hand, is a invisible block. Like no matter what, it's a ghost block. It's not supposed. Yeah, see, like unless the game so like right then what happened was the game saved and it lagged. So for some reason the blocks disappeared. I don't know if I'll end up reloading to get the same the game world and this entire place is gonna have red sand everywhere. But this is currently the only way. It works on literally any block, but the only blocks that matter are blocks that turn into something else. So these gold blocks become gold, gold ingots, which can turn into nuggets. The reason I even give a damn about this is, one, I made a conduit for underwater fuckery, and since we can make lanterns now, we need a lot more iron nuggets. So I'm gonna be cheating the game here for a while just to make rare mineral blocks. This place needs to be lit more. There need to be a few more lanterns. Um, the only reason I'm making this not necessarily as a tutorial, I'm making it more as a, does anybody know, like a little bit, yeah. Does anybody know if there is a way we can make sand out of sandstone? Like, is there a way to create sand? Because I'd say, like, the one thing, what the fuck is that? Oh gosh, it's sticky, gross. The one thing Minecraft seems to really need is a crusher. Like, you'd assume, like, you could put like a sand block between, like a sandstone block between two redstone pistons, activate the pistons, and they turn into sand blocks. Like, it drops 9 sand blocks, or like whatever. That's what you would assume, but that does not work that way. It does not. I'm gonna try to like cut this short, like cut this here. But yeah, if anybody knows if there's a way that we can create sand, kind of let me know. Like reach out in the comments, because we don't have a lot of red sand. Jeez, that scared the shit out of me. Because I would really, really, really like to be able to, as it stands, with this method, hold on. With this method, we can make, you know, we can't, like, we can't, like, technically we could make way more sandstone, technically. Because if I had just used it up, I think it would have worked like normal. But because I didn't, and I used up that last block of sandstone, I did that. So I think that means, fuck. So I think that means, yeah, like it works. But the problem, well, clearly. Let's see, I don't think there's anything I can make. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, so cut sandstone and sandstone are essentially like infinite now. I'm not gonna. So they're essentially infinite, but the sand in itself is not. So I guess technically this means like whatever sand we have left, we don't have to bother using our sand to make that, which would be nice. And I wonder if that also works. Hold on. There's no reason it should. There's no reason it should work with this. Because it technically isn't a block, is it? Nope, it works. It works, but again, completely useless because, let's see, I want to try to do this with a smaller stack because I don't want to use up 50 some odd fucking blocks. Yeah, no. Like, it's there, but it's not there. Yeah, it goes. So technically speaking, yeah, you can still pick block works on damn near anything, but it's useless if it doesn't turn into something else. I think this means I could technically clone bamboo. Why would you? There's no need to. Can't clone a water block. Can't clone a lava block. So this does mean we could technically clone obsidian. No. You can technically clone it. Ah, fuck. No, it only works if you can break it down or turn it into something else. But I know if you can use that block to craft something else, then it works. Otherwise, it's a waste of fucking time. Okay, this was well. Thank you. Thanks. Yeah. Thank you. Bye. Okay, quick amendment to the last little video bit. So when the first time we did this tutorial, it's getting dark and I don't know what night it is. So the first time we did this tutorial with Shady, he was like, yeah, it has to be up here. It actually doesn't. The way this glitch seems to work is pick block takes an item up in your backpack or pocket or whatever you like to call it. It takes an item from there and immediately throws it to your hotbar to the selected open slot you have. So let's just see real quick. Let's see, put that there. Does it move it? Because I want to see if it moves it to. Yeah, it just moves it to an open slot in your hotbar. Okay, so in short, it doesn't matter where you put this block. Because every time I would get through, I'd clone it, move here, and then put it back in the top. It doesn't matter where you put it. As long as it's not on your hotbar, it'll work every time. Oops. And it doesn't seem to matter at all where it is, as long as it's in your inventory, or as long as it was in the inventory somewhere when you do the pick block glitch. Yeah, so it works just the same. I gotta prove it. I can't just say it. I gotta prove it. And done. Yeah. So. Yeah. See. Now, for those wondering, like, why I'm putting one right in the chest, I'm putting them in the chest because no matter how many blocks you have, at least unless I'm doing it wrong, no matter how many blocks, no matter stacks or whatever you have on you, it's only going to clone one because it's only bringing one from the inventory into your hotbar. So having multiple in your inventory won't increase your yield. So I put it up just because like one stack takes up an entire row of the inventory, so you can only have four stacks on you before you run out of space in your inventory. So it doesn't really much matter. Alright, there you go. Okay, so this is going to clearly just be a because it doesn't matter. This is going to be an experiment, to say the least. Okay, so figured some stuff out while I was hanging out chilling, and just as I was fucking around with the pick block glitch, I learned some shit. So let a real goon educate your ass on some stuff. I stole his bit. I'm sorry. So the weird thing about the pick block glitch is your first thought is to use it on just one thing. Now, if I'm not mistaken, technically speaking, it will work on this. It'll work on that, but it will not work. Okay. No. Okay. So it's not gonna work on the melon, but it will work on this. Damn it. But it will work on hay. So if for whatever reason you're like me and you want to stockpile up on, it's not hay, it's wheat. Wheat does not become hay just because thing happened. Like, it's still wheat. The fuck? It's not a hay bale, it's a wheat bale. Or alfalfa maybe even. So I had been, Why did I replant the goddamn wheat? Why did I do that? So that's what I'd been doing. This is what I'm trying to do. Trying to fill like these bottom 2 rows with just wheat. So technically speaking, this super works for wheat as well. So if you're stockpiling for, gosh dang it, stockpiling for bread, it will work on that too. This is something I feel like you won't think about it because wheat is so readily available. But let's say you're out exploring. Let's say you're out exploring and you don't have a lot of food. If you can get 9 wheat, because you can knock down the tree, make a hoe, you know, find some water, you can plant 9 wheat, hang out long enough for it to grow, block it up. Well, technically you'd have to get 2 blocks. You have to get you have to get 18 wheat. But once you get 18 wheat, you got 2 hay bales, and then you can just start cloning it and start making a load of bread. Like a whole lot of bread. A whole lot of bread. Now, thing is, though, it won't work for pumpkins and it won't work for melons unless you want melon seeds. Because just in this, you know, alone, and even, yeah, with pumpkins, yeah, hold on, yeah, no. You have to have a melon slice. And it does not work with a melon slice. So, but if you wanted to make pumpkin pie, which we have a fuckload of eggs, if you want to make pumpkin pie with that, like a bunch of pumpkin pies, I guess it's still, you need like a lot of sugar and a lot of eggs. But we have a lot of that. We have a whole lot of that. Like sugarcane grows way faster than pumpkins, and it doesn't take long to gather a bunch of fucking eggs. So if you had like, I don't fucking know. Like you had 12 eggs and only 6 pumpkins, you can still make 12 pumpkin pies, I guess. That's what I'm getting at here. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Basically anything in this menu, you can redstone, slime for whatever fucking reason. I'm pretty sure you can. Okay, it says you have to have string, like not string with. So technically, it'll work with dried kelp as well. Like you really only think to use it for gold, diamond, and emerald, but you can totally use it for everything else. Like everything in this that you break down and can like turn back into a storage block. Anybody else watching this is like, well, duh, we already know this. Well, it didn't cross my mind, okay? Because like I said, you can use it for other stuff too. Technically, you can use it to make a lot more planks. If you have like only so much wood, you can technically use it for that. Bamboo is bad for making sticks, but it's a lot more readily available. Still can't make mossy steps. What the fuck is that about? So yeah, I don't know if you can take bricks out of, like, you clearly can't, but you can use it to make sandstone and cut sandstone and stuff like that. So it works, and it technically even works with the planks if you wanted to make a bunch of looms, because I think this would also work with wool, because you can then take the wool, because if it actually, it's more about what like you can do at a crafting table. Like you can, I don't think it works if you use it at a crafting table. Hold up, well, not like directly. Give me a second. And here we go with this again. This is about to be a long day, because this is like doomsday prepping type shit. Is what this is. This is me, because when the original cloning glitch worked, I didn't like put things in this manner. I didn't do it the right way. So technically, shoot. Let's, dang it. Oh, it's not working because there's something in that inventory slot. Yeah. No. So yeah, it will work with wool. Ah, no, it will not. If you have to hit R1 or L1, it'll screw it up. Keep in mind that there has to be nothing in the inventory slot you're trying to move to. So that's annoying. Oh, that's why. There we go. So it has to be here. So this means whatever it is, it has to already be here. This does mean you can technically make a fuckload of beds. But but if you hit L1 or R1, alright. I'm exploring it, dang it! Get out, I'm bringing this information to you because I didn't have it. And I don't know who might not have, who might have it and who might not. Shoot, I'm just trying to help. Y'all fucking, you're judgy and it's rude. God damn.